Hi everybody, this is Kiefer from dangerouslyhardcore.com with another Tubecast for you today. This time it's reasons why women should resistance train. I see this post all over the web, and usually it's just the same thing written over and over again, and it's really not all that instructive. There's some really good, important reasons that will benefit you the rest of your life as to why you should train. The first is bone density. The density of the bones is directly and only correlated with how strong your muscles are. Not how big, how strong. It doesn't have to do with calcium supplements. It doesn't have to do with impact aerobics. It's how strong your muscles are. So it's very important to have strong muscles, then you have strong bones your whole life, and you don't have to worry about osteoporosis or any of those things, or the made-up diseases like osteopenia. Second is that women have a really hard time burning glycogen stores. And this is even, especially during aerobic training, at that threshold, unlike men, women will not burn their glycogen stores when they exercise. You've got to push yourself into glycolytic states. You can do that very easily with resistance training, and I'm talking like heavy resistance training. Heavy resistance training makes you strong, makes your bones stronger, and burns through your glycogen stores, which means that more of the carbs you eat will get stored as glycogen instead of fat. Another really important reason to resistance train is glute 4 stimulation. Your muscles need to be stimulated so they can absorb most of those carbs that you eat. If you resistance train, you actually upregulate special proteins that allow your muscle cells to store the carbs instead of your fat cells. This is a huge, huge, huge advantage, and they're finding this research even in sedentary people. So this is really important. Another really important reason to resistance train if you're a woman. Also, resistance training will amplify your metabolism, unlike a condition that's known as low T3 syndrome, and this is in the research. Women who run or do that kind of aerobic level activity for great periods of time, and that's over 30 minutes, they suffer a chronic suppression of thyroid hormone. And this is a hormone that makes you burn calories. So actually by running, you lower your ability to burn more calories. Your body becomes more efficient. It's like driving your car on the interstate. You get better gas mileage, which means more of the food that you eat will be stored as fat. So running is a destroyer. Resistance training makes you leaner and less efficient, which means you burn more calories. And then finally, one of what I feel is one of the most important reasons is the shape of your body. Everybody wants to look good naked, and you're just not going to do it if you're a runner or you're doing cardio. It's going to happen if you're a resistance trainer. You're not going to look like the female bodybuilders. I can tell you right now they either have some sort of genetic freak or they're on massive amounts of male hormones. That's why they look like men. No mystery there. That's why it sounds like they gargle with broken glass. They're on male hormones. If you're not on male hormones, you're just gonna look like this instead. A nice, shapely, toned, firm body that you will love to see in the mirror every morning. Instead of this, which is woman on hormones, or particularly this female runner that's just deflated, emaciated, and saggy. So those are another set of tips from dangerouslyhardcore.com. Very good reasons that women in particular should be resistance training. So I hope everybody finds this useful and it helps get everybody in the gym. All right, this is Kiefer from dangerouslyhardcore.com with another Tubecast.